Hey, what's up guys? It's LanceThompsonTV and I'm here to give you a movie review. I was gonna do a review of Fantastic Four, or as Chris Stuckman likes to say, Fant Four Stick, but after really negative backlash from a lot of people that I know personally and a lot of people on the internet, I really was not willing to spend my $15 on what could be a catastrophe. Really didn't want to spend my hard-earned dollars on that movie. So, you know, I was looking to see what other movie I can see, and I was looking online, and Joel Edgerton's The Gift was going to premiere on Friday. So I was like, you know what, let me just check this out, because I saw a lot of marketing for this film, but it was really just like marketed it as a horror film. But it's not really a horror movie, and it's very psychological, and I really enjoyed myself watching this movie. Joel Edgerton gives one of the best, I guess you can say, directorial debuts from an actor I've seen in recent memory. It really reminded me of like Ben Affleck's Gone Baby Gone, or Clint Eastwood, you know, films and stuff like that. Like, you know, actors turned into directors. This movie is called The Gift. It stars Jason Bateman, Rebecca Hall, and none other than Joel Edgerton, and is about a man who basically kind of haunts this family, because of something that happened in the past with him and Jason Bateman's character. It's really a psychological, get into your head movie. It shows the power of what a sentence or a word or just a rumor, you know, the power of that can, you know, just affect somebody's life throughout, you know, the years. I have to say, like, this was a pleasant surprise for me. I didn't really have a lot of anticipation going into this film. I didn't even think I was going to see it in the theater. What I really liked about this movie is the direction it took. Joel Edgerton, this is his first ever directorial debut. He wrote and directed this movie, and I have to say that it's super impressive, because even the dialogue in this film, the camera work, you know, just like the way this camera moves slowly throughout some scenes in which, you know, it just builds up suspense and tension between certain characters and what could possibly or what not might happen. You know, the way it was done periodically and through scene by scene was just really solidly well done. Jason Bateman, I haven't really looked at him too much outside of his like comedy roles. Like, sure, he's had some roles in which maybe he was like the more serious type, but usually recently he's been casted in a lot of comedic films, which is not a bad thing, because, you know, Jason Bateman, I think he excels in that genre. However, I think that crossing over to like the drama, psychological genre, I think that he did like a really good job. I really have not seen him in this light. I didn't look at him as Jason Bateman. I looked at him as the character that was portrayed on screen, and it really was, wow, this is Jason Bateman. This is somebody really putting a good show and performance on, and I really enjoyed his performance. I really give him a lot of credit for it. Rebecca Hall is also a woman that I have not really seen too much of as of recent memory. I remember seeing her in Iron Man 3. And she was in a couple other movies, like she was in Ben Affleck's The Town that came out, I think, back in 2010 or 2009. I haven't really seen her too much in like a leading role. And this is kind of like a leading role for her, and she did a really good job. You can kind of like see it, like her eyes, like her facial expressions, what she's going through, what's going through her head. This guy played by Joel Edgerton is kind of like haunting her in her brain for some of the film, and you can kind of see it through her performance, and I think that she really sold that perfectly for most scenes, and she did a really excellent job as well. Joel Edgerton, he could have messed up on this role, because obviously it's a lot of pressure when an actor decides to direct his own movie, and I actually think he did a pretty, you know, considering the circumstances, great job. I really enjoyed some of his other performances in like recent memory. Like, I remember watching Warrior with him and Tom Hardy. I thought he had a great performance. The Great Gatsby, he was really good in The Great Gatsby, and no one really gives him a lot of credit for that performance, but I really thought he was really good in that. He's been in a lot of good films, and it's really good that I feel like he's deciding to take on the director's chair for once, and he just excels in it. I really don't have too much bad to say about this movie. This movie is kind of small scale if you think about it. However, it is very psychological. It gets in your head, and it'll make you jump a few times. There's a couple of times when I was watching it in the theater that I jumped because of certain scenes in which they were just planned perfectly. It's not too much of a horror movie at all. It's not at all. It's more of a psychological, in your head, revenge type of movie. You really care about Joel Edgerton's character. You really care about what happened to him in the past and the man he is now. And you understand where he's coming from, and I just think that's one of the greatest story elements in this movie. All in all, I have to say, please go watch this movie. If you have nothing to watch or you have nothing to do this weekend, please go ahead and see The Gift in theaters, because I really hope it makes its money back. It was only made for $5 million, guys. It's a very low budget film. However, it's a very well made movie, and people should definitely see this rather than spend maybe $15 on another film that everybody's talking about. Not all that good, apparently. So maybe you guys should just give this movie a chance and just check it out. It should be in theaters for some time, so I hope you guys definitely, you know, just decide, you know what, why not watch it? Because it's a really good movie. If I had to give it a grade or so out of 10, I would definitely give it a 9.50. It is a really good movie, and I definitely want you guys and recommend you guys to see it. Okay, that is my little review on Joel Edgerton's The Gift. Please subscribe and like, maybe even favorite this video. That would really help me out. Please leave a comment. I'll respond back to you. We can have a little discussion going about the movie. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, what can you expect and things of that. I just want to be, you know, more interactive with people who watch my videos. I know I don't have that too big of a following yet, or, you know, and I just really want to be able to, like, be more interactive with everybody who just decides to come upon my page. So if you guys could just leave a comment, you know, that would be great. And yeah, so definitely hope you guys tune in for my next video. It should be good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great one, and I love you forever. Peace.